obviously, I don't think the score was indicative of the game the girls played. Not taking anything away from Alter. That was a great game by them. I think they shot almost 60%. Just a great game by them. But I thought our girls did had a heck of an effort, left it all on the court. Very proud of the accomplishments that this team has had this year. Just we ran up against the buzzsaw, and at the end of the game, we just didn't have enough to finish. I guess that's my opening statement.
Questions?
Obviously, can you explain Katie Humpling's injury? Obviously, that was a huge moment in the game. You guys pulled within 4, and then she goes out and they finish the quarter on an 8-0.
Yeah, Katie just making a hustle play, kind of got in and broke her finger, or at least that's what we were told. She hasn't had x-rays yet, but we were told she wouldn't come back to the game. And Katie's obviously an engine. You saw how she played there at the end of the half, and how she was able to do a couple quick things. I don't know that we really recovered from that. We don't have a deep rotation, but clearly missing Katie, we had fought and scrapped to stay with the team that's shooting 75% from the free throw line, 60% from 3-point, 57% from the field. You take any one of those numbers, those are exceptional. You roll them all together, the fact that we were down 4 at that time, I thought we were doing a pretty good job of and getting ready to make a run. We were looking like things were getting ready to turn, but unfortunately after that, as you said, they went on an 8-0 run, kind of changed the complexion of the game, anyway.
Yeah, what was your mentality when you guys still battled, but when you look around and Katie's in the locker room?
I mean, it was hard, but we played with heart till the end, so I'm proud of us.
Talk about Erin Kaufman's effort. She had 10 points in about a minute and a half span and turned a 13 game all the way down to 4 in that third quarter. That was
she made a shot, but I think she fell and knocked the wind out of her or hurt her or something. I don't know exactly what happened. But we were sending a sub to the bench, and before we could get her out, she just went on a little tear. From a coaching perspective, in a game like this, you never really know how things are going to turn out. But as a coach, been with this kid for 4 years, and to watch her walk out is heartbreaking. But to see what Erin was able to do, from a coaching perspective, it's like, hey, we just found a player. And I thought Erin did a great job trying to lead the team for a short period of time. Unfortunately, I think it burned up almost all the energy that she had. We did do some substitution there to try and get her some rest, but she didn't really recover, I don't think, from whatever had happened.
Back-to-back state runner-up finishes, what does that mean for this program and all the effort that these girls and you've put in over the last few years?
When she came in as a freshman, we talked about hanging banners. Obviously, we would like to hang the first place banner, but to come from her and her sister and the group of girls that I had to work that hard and to come back to back in 2 different divisions, I kind of like what I said last year. You don't, at the moment, it's hard to, because you came so close. You got to the final game, and obviously this year it's a little different than the 3-point game last year. But I think that the runner-up will mean more to us down the road than it does right now. But it obviously hurts, it stings to get to this game and then have the game slip away from us in the 3rd quarter or 4th quarter. But truly a testament to the program and the effort that she's led in the last 4 years, and I think the younger girls have bought into it.
Dani, as a senior, only senior on the team, how do you kind of reflect on, this is going to be your last game, playing 100 games in your career, just being able to reflect on the last 4 years that you've had here?
Honestly, as a freshman, I thought we were going to be good because we had a lot of talent, but I never really expected we were going to make it this far, and I'm just so happy with all of these girls. I mean, I've made so many friends, and we've become a family, and it's just amazing because our community is so close, and all these fans, and coming to state 2 years in a row, who would have thought? So it's amazing.
Dani, how do you put things in perspective, I guess, beyond that, with your moment in the regional final, and here you are moving up a division and going back to state?
Well, obviously, in the beginning of the year, we wanted to win WBL. That was our main goal. But once we kind of collected together and discussed what we really wanted to do, we wanted to go to state, obviously, again. So that kind of burst us. and we kept working really hard, and I'm very proud of how we accomplished this goal this year.
Troy, you said you're going to break down film of the Alter team, and when you looked at the film of Braxton Miller and then you saw her out here up close, how did that compare with what you thought you were going to see?
Well, she looks good in either location, whether it be on film, an opposing gym, a home gym, or on the state finals floor. Obviously, you know, she's a nice player. She does things really well. But I thought, you know, we were holding our own and really handling, I thought the defensive rotations and things early, we broke down. And that will probably be the difference in the game up to that point. Every time we broke down, they scored. You know, backdoor cut, we didn't find a shooter. You know, where maybe we didn't capitalize on that early. They had a few breakdowns, we didn't see people, we didn't find them. We missed cutters cutting through the lane a couple of times. And, you know, obviously they played at the high level for a long period of time, and those girls have been here, both their guards are 3-year starters. So they have a lot of experience, but, you know, you can't simulate that kind of stuff in practice. So and we didn't have a lot of time to prepare. You know, we're down here enjoying the moment and letting the girls relax and have fun. But it's definitely the most quality and well-balanced team that we've seen all year. And just somewhat unfortunate that we didn't have our 5 against their 5 the whole way.
Kylie, coming back next year, obviously Dani's going to be gone. What's your goal? You've been here twice. Is the brass ring within sight? You got a lot of players coming back.
Well, it's kind of hard to think about next year with just losing Dani. It's just going to be really hard. But I think coming back, we should have the same goals and mentality that we had for this year.
We've had a few more players gone from last year's squad. Just obviously the progression of Dani stepping into the senior leadership and just being able to lose a few more pieces but still get back and have Dani take charge as a senior.
I wish we had a whole bunch of pieces to just plug in. You know, get back in the gym this summer and we'll work and we'll see what we can do. And I can't. It's going to be hard to replace the heart and effort. I don't think she ever got beaten as suicide. So you know, maybe Les beat her a couple times when she was younger. But you know, it's not by accident that she plays as hard as she does. She works at it every day in practice. So to replace that, you know, and you know, to be honest, when we prepped for the game, we weren't even sure Kylie was going to be playing. She did shoot around yesterday, tweaked her knee, and didn't practice. So another Ironman effort, gritting through it. You know, and Katie breaks a finger. Lexi was doing as much as she could, guarding Braxton through most of the early part of the game. And, you know, we need a little deeper bench, or we need an intervention. We didn't get either. Very proud of the girls.
Kylie, looking at it from a different perspective, how do you sum up the season? I mean, the team moves up the division, not that big of a jump, but still, you know, you're back here again. A lot of people love you in this position.
Well, the season was kind of a roller coaster. We had our ups and downs. We've had good games, we've had bad games, but I would not trade any of the moments for anything. It's been like the greatest ride ever. Just being with these girls, my teammates, my family. Like, I love these girls, and I don't think that I would want this season to have gone any other way. Well, I mean, a win would have been nice.
Kylie.